Very well respected, Rabbi.
Yeah. Baruch Hashem. There's many signs of Mashiach, and all of us wants Mashiach, and some of us wants Mashiach now. Some of us say very soon, but just like let me finish one thing and then I'll be ready. Okay, fine. Anyhow, so we have a Mashiach, and we have the rumor about two Mashiachs. So what do you do with that? So let's start with the simple point that no one can really explain what is Mashiach. Okay? Before you're speaking about who is Mashiach, what does it mean Mashiach? Okay? There is many different opinions between the Rishonim, the first rabbis, about like what is the meaning of Mashiach. Okay? Then afterwards we have in the Gemara and also sources of Kabbalah that speaks about two Mashiach, right? Mashiach ben Yosef, Mashiach ben David. So I have a few classes on the Mashiach ben Yosef, Mashiach ben David. But to make it like short and simple, my understanding that Mashiach ben Yosef is the preparation of the world to get to Mashiach ben David. Okay? In other words, Mashiach ben Yosef is all of the concept of the wars that needs to take place, and all of the struggles and the arguments and the confusion as we're experiencing now. And then after all of this preparation, the world is ready to acknowledge and accept the kingdom of Hashem, and that's the Mashiach ben David.
So it's not a person, it's a concept.
For me, this is the way that I'm relating to that. It can very well be manifested with a person, but it doesn't have to be manifested in a person.
Oh, could be either one.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be. That's my understanding from all of the sources that I saw.
With just this one in particular, Mashiach ben Yosef, or with both?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both.
So we might not
the simple understanding that there is an individual, there is a physical being. There is. Okay. But we know that, for example, we have a Gemara that says that Hashem wanted to make Chizkiyahu HaMelech to be Mashiach and Sancheriv to be Gog uMagog, that is fighting him. But because Chizkiyahu HaMelech didn't sing to Hashem, so Hashem didn't make him to be Mashiach.
For the salvation of the plague that killed all the Sanhedrin?
Yes, he should have sing thank you Hashem. He didn't sing thank you Hashem, so he lost his potential to be Mashiach. Okay.
So it says you're supposed to sing to Hashem.
You definitely need to sing to Hashem.
There is a miracle.
When Hashem is giving you something, you have to sing to Hashem. And there's a lot to speak about singing to Hashem, but right now that's not the subject matter. We'll speak about singing to Hashem another time.
Okay,
but we see from this Gemara that there is a person that he have the potential to be Mashiach, and because he's missed something, he didn't got something right, whatever it is, the time didn't come, whatever it is, so there was the potential, but it didn't became to be actual. Okay? So now, after we have this understanding, when we have a rabbi that says, I know Mashiach, and I'm speaking with him.
Yeah.
So what does it mean? Does it mean that he knows someone, that he have the potential to be Mashiach? Or is saying that the potential became to be actual and he's really Mashiach, that he's going to reveal himself and help all of us to solve all of the problems of humanity. So we don't know, right?
Could you explain that second part again? How do you mean?
Let's say the simple way that most of the people understand the Mashiach is that there is someone that is living somewhere, and right now he's like hidden, so we don't know about him, but he's there.
Does he know about him?
That's a good question. And if the time will be right and Hashem will have mercy on us, so then this person, this individual will reveal himself, or Hashem will reveal him, and he will become to be the leader of Am Yisrael, the leader of the world, and he will represent the kingdom of Hashem that will unite all of the nations, and everybody will follow Hashem with the leadership of Mashiach. That's a simple understanding of Mashiach. Okay, obviously there's many things that needs to take place to get to that like far end that I described, but that's basically the short version of the story. Now, once again, if he knows himself that he is Mashiach, what does it mean? Okay, now I can tell you that one of the righteous people that came to Kever David, his name was Rav Yosef Schwartz Zatzal, that his nickname was Saba Lev. Saba Lev, it means like the grandfather with the heart. Wow. That he was very, very special individual. He passed away not long ago, a few years ago, and I knew him. There's many people that knew him. He was, everybody loved him. He was a very, very gentle person, and he was speaking all that. Every time he was speaking, he would start his words with like neshamot teorot, you pure souls, and he was that he was relating to everybody, religious, not religious. He was relating to everybody like pure soul. You're a pure soul. It's not like not talking about anything negative. All the time he was speaking only positive. A very, very sweet person. He went through the Holocaust. He was a Holocaust survivor, and he said that when he was 10 years old, that the Nazis was almost killed him. So he had the revelation of Eliyahu Navi, and since then he had like Eliyahu Navi was with him all his life. That's what he said about himself. So this unique special rabbi, Rabbi Yosef Schwartz Zatzal, in certain point he said that he knows Mashiach, and he's a poor man that lives in Netanya. He was living in Netanya, Sabalev. Poor man that lives in Netanya, and he himself doesn't know that he's Mashiach.
But he said that he's living in
Rav Yosef Schwartz, he said that he knows Mashiach, and Mashiach doesn't know that he's Mashiach. And that was quite a few years ago. That was like, I don't know, probably almost 20 years ago. I think I heard it before I came to Yerushalayim, about 20 years ago. So that's so what happened since then? Is it still the same person? Maybe it was the potential that then he had the potential, and now the potential moved to someone else. That's my understanding. Okay, my understanding is that every moment there is someone that have the potential to be Mashiach. Okay, and usually he doesn't know it himself. And now, what does it mean that he have the potential to be Mashiach? That he have some connection in his soul to the soul of Mashiach, and then the soul of Mashiach can join and unite with his soul, and then he's receiving like the extra strength that Mashiach needs to have. Simple. That's my understanding. Obviously, you can understand that it goes like much further than that, and like there's all kinds of complexities with it. And once again, what do we do with the two Mashiachs, Mashiach ben Yosef, Mashiach ben David? Fine. But to make it to close the mark and to make it clear for us, I would say that the best way to relate to the concept is that Hashem is making sure that we have the potential of the redemption every moment. And if we have the merit and we're doing whatever it is that we need to do, so then the potential becomes to be actual. Okay? And that's something that is on a daily basis, every moment. If we are like going full on with all our strength and doing the right things and doing what we know that we need to do, all of what we know that we need to do, but Hashem will give all of us that strength and merit. So then Mashiach is getting revealed by that. That's the basic understanding. So again, to go back to the Mashiach ben Yosef, Mashiach ben David. So the struggle to get to that point, my understanding, that's Mashiach ben Yosef, that is leading the struggle. Yeah, meaning when I'm thinking about Gog and Magog, I'm not thinking about like World War III.
No,
I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the war that I have inside of
The
me.
internal struggle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have the war inside of me,
Wow.
and the power that is leading the positives, the positive side within me, I define that as Mashiach ben Yosef. Okay, so and everybody have it. So if you take all of those like leaderships in the hearts of all of the people around the world, and you put it all together, so that's Mashiach ben Yosef. Okay, and when it, obviously anyone that is winning, so is helping other people, right? Doesn't have to be like physical
Sure.
connection. It's like it makes like a chain reaction, positive chain reaction, that we are supporting each other, and then everything is getting elevated, and within that elevation, bring us to the spiritual level that we need to have the revelation of Mashiach ben David. Bezrat Hashem. Soon. Amen v'amen.